Good evening. How are you doing, guys? It's time trial time. And it's gonna hurt like hell because we are doing Bologna twice. Ugh. We also won't be having any hot because it's wrongly set as an event. So I'll need to track my power using my bike computer, which I'm not thrilled about. But it is what it is. Hey guys. Yeah, thank you. That's Ooh, that's so sweet. Maybe I may have overdone it with the sports drink. At least I won't be low on carbs. That's for sure. I'm not psyched to do it, actually. I did it only once in my life. And it was only one ascent, and it still sucked. So. And the no hut situation will suck as well, because of course I can track my average power and lap power and all that good stuff with my bike computer, but I won't be able to, check my positions relative to other riders and stuff like that. So it will be a fair bit of surprise when I arrived at the destination. How did it go? I'm not the best time trialer whatsoever. The only thing worse than my time trials, according to Velo 2, is climbing. So, climbing time trial, delicious. Yeah. I'm having. I actually have. Have my Garmin connected to my Kickr bike as well. Confirm was terrible. Oh, also the upcoming changes. Yeah, gradient. Damn. I know I can track it by companion app, but if I used companion app, I wouldn't see the chat. Because I watch the chat on my phone. And you have to admit that's more important than power. Never mind, we will do what we have to do. I have some sort of power plan that I want to execute. I don't know how realistic. You should make a video on how to ride sub 40 up the Zwift. Yeah. I would need to do that myself first. You've done sub 40, Josh? I know you're good, but this good? But hey Steven, how do you feel? Ready for some blind riding? Wow, that's crazy, Josh. Actually, I would like to do sub 40 Alp and then make the video on how to do it, because these videos are always very popular. So it's like easy engagement. Warm up nearly killed you. I feel good so far at 130 watts. Something started sproinging or cracking in my rocker plate. I believe I will need to lubricate the springs there. The difference between Velo 1 and 2 is Velo 2 has... Firstly, Velo 2 has cap. Velo 2 goes from 0 to 1000. Whereas Velo 1 technically can go... you know... a lot above. And also Velo 2 is race profile specific. So basically each race has some sort of percentage of endurance need, some percentage of climbing need, some percentage of punchiness need. And when you finish a race, then you get points added to the, or deducted from the discipline in that ratio. It's better to read how it works on the website than listen to my explanation during a warm-up. But it's pretty neat. 49 kilos. $130 watts today. I mean, if you do 130 watts on the descent, I think it's going to be fine. I plan to do less than that on the descent. I would like to do the first one at 320 watts and see how it goes. I don't know if it's possible, honestly. It should be. I mean, I know I can do 320 watts for the duration of this climb. I just don't know if I'm able to do it in my current level, with my current level of fatigue. And I'm going to do about 270 on the flats. At 320 watts, the climb should be 8-ish, something like that. I don't know. The only time I've done that, I was pretty out of shape, so I was climbing it at like 280. And I've done that in like 10.5 minutes. It was during Sisu Pinky last year. But basically the second stage we've done together with Steven. We started riding together during Sisu Pinky, and that was stage 2. That was my first time doing Bologna. And I was so out of shape. And by the way, if you are racing today, the finish is somewhat behind the finish line, so make sure to stop only after you go the finish line, through the finish line in the opposite direction. With Curtis as well, I don't remember when we started riding with Curtis. I remember we've done the Van Top together after the Van 10 time trial. That's my first recollection of Curtis. But admittedly, I don't remember much at all. Yeah, cooling down, doing Van Top after Van 10. That was pretty epic, I would say. $20? Not sure now. I didn't do that sort of sustained power for a while. If I had to take a wild guess, I would say 4.5 maybe? Something like that. Maybe? Maybe less? Not sure. Honestly, not sure. But I don't remember the last time I've done sustained 20-minute effort while I was still rested. You can, by the way, restrict the amount of time it's going to give you each day. So if you don't want to ride that much on the weekdays, you can restrict it to like hour and a half. If that's what you want. And what's your weight for that kind of power? Oh! Well... Oh, okay. Well, that's promising career in front of you. Doing 5 watts per kilo for 20 minutes at 14. That's promising. Okay, my legs are definitely more tired than yesterday. Duh. How to get more XP for leveling up? I think there's not much to it, actually. Unless there is a double XP event, you want to be riding fast flat routes, ideally with robo pacers. Hey, Tyran. Exactly. My book of excuses. Is opened at chapter 1. Woo! Thank you, thank you. Yeah, also if you have, that's correct what Simon says, if you have routes that you haven't rode yet, do those for the badges. You get experience points for 100 kph. I didn't even know that. All right. Turn on the fans. Getting hot. My God. Work. Hello. This remote is a piece of crap. Okay, let's take the second one. Nope. No. The dump remote is for the Vackmaster, actually. The smartphone is working as intended, but I got this old one, and firstly, I managed to tear off this thing for the handlebars. Secondly, I was already changing battery in it, and I probably misaligned it. And I can start the number 2, but I cannot start the number 1. There's probably some wrong contact or something. Never mind. Not anger issues. I wanted to really tighten it down on the handlebars and just snapped. So I need to turn on my bike computer, actually. and make sure that I have the lap power there. I do. Everyone is riding the DT Swiss. Are DT Swiss wheels better than NV45s? I don't think so, right? Oh, they are riding disc wheels. They are definitely not better on this route. Good luck, Steven. See you at the finish line. Oh yeah, we cannot see our gearing. Nothing. Oh my god. You know what, guys? I'm going to go for a very quick bathroom break because I need to pee, and I don't want to be blocked by that. Yeah. Okay. That's better. Woo! If you're pee. Bottle on the bike. I don't actually put the bottle on this bike. I'm sort of paranoid. It's probably nothing, but when you put the bottle here, the top of the bottle is very close to where you put the cables for the handlebars. And I don't want it just to splash into the electronics, so I have my bottle on the desk here. Everyone is invalid. So you can't even see who you are racing against. Let me see, can I even see at least? No. Oh. My mouse isn't working. Never mind. Fans only. Yeah, my mouse is definitely not working. And I don't know if it's because of the no HUD or... Yeah, I think that it's protected in some shape or form, but I have the hole for the bottle on the table, so I might as well use that. At least it's in front of my eyes, so I remember to drink regularly. Oftentimes when I was reaching for the bottle down there, I was forgetting to drink, so... It is no HUD because they set it up incorrectly. By accident. Either them or Zwift, I'm not sure. It's actually going to be the first time I will be racing with no HUD. I had the Zwift bike, yeah, but then I saw Wahoo Kickr Bike Pro discounted and I wasn't able to... how to say it? To resist. But Zwift bike is still great. It's right over there. Have that if something happens, just in case. Thank you, Tina.
Right on.
It was last, indeed. Yeah, this is Wahoo Kickr Bike Pro. The Pro isn't on the bike is Pro, not the thing that sits on top of that. Once again, I have 1.1 heat strain, only after warming up. I don't get it. I have my window open, it's cold here, my hands are actually cold. But my core body temperature is already over 38. I don't know why. I'm drinking. Invalid is in the wrong file. Oh, my whole keyboard isn't working. Oh. Ugh. Doesn't work. Never mind. Maybe, but I had a lot. I had high heat strain even during the first one, and I was tapering before this stage race. So I don't know. They are not loads of rubbish. They are, rider specific. So you need to dial in your baseline. All right. So let's start. Let's start my. Oh, I already started, so I need to lap it. No. Oh, okay. Exactly. My lab button isn't working. It got stuck. Oh, good. Delicious. Yeah, thankfully I knew about it before, so I didn't stop. We beat Steven. 16 seconds. I nearly passed out on the second half of the second climb. I was like having tunnel vision and it was going black more and more. I don't remember passing Steven. I mean, I had to because he was at the second start in front of me, but I don't remember passing him on the climb or down there. I don't know. We'll need to watch the replay. By the way, thank you to all of you who stayed here despite no hut, no numbers. I know that must have been somewhat dull watching. But I did my best to not cheat you. I love the Kickr Bike Pro. I mean, it's... For the price, it has to be good, right? And, you know, for vast majority of people, I think Zwift Ride is the optimal choice in terms of value for money. But if you are as crazy into Zwifting as I am, riding even during summer and so on and so forth, and you can afford it, it's incredible experience. By the way, hi Katie. I noticed you on the climb, but I was dead. Thank you, Tina. I went running once without my watch, but I'm afraid it didn't count. Yeah, and you know, it's been like 8 years now. I still didn't recover from that. Exactly. Yeah. All right. I need to stop the fans. I'm getting cold again. But I am fairly happy with those climbs. Unless I'm mistaken, I think the second one was actually faster than the first one. I had faster first approach. I was 270 watts on the dot, which was what I planned. Then the first climb, I believe, was somewhere around 310 watts. The descent was obviously 0. The out and back approach on the flat was, the second one was about 255, so slower one, but I felt really flat. But then the second climb was again about 310, something like that. Maybe even a little more, because at the end I wasn't watching the computer. So I'm fairly happy with how I've done this. Still probably going to lose some velo, because time trial. But for how unskilled I am at time trialing, I think that was well executed. I was actually, when I was approaching the second climb and I saw that I was barely averaging 255, I was sort of afraid I would bonk horribly on the climb. But then it somehow came together again, and whew. Not my favorite discipline, because I cannot hide behind other riders. But at least this route is really fun. The second time trial in this series is going to be the Three Little Sisters, I believe is the route. It's basically the hilly KOM, then the, what's there? Titans maybe? And then Volcano, something like that. The hilly first and Volcano last. And I believe Titans in the middle. Yeah, switching from seated to standing actually surprised me. How refreshing was it? Actually, what I mean is, how quickly was I able to recover in the seating position, where I was obviously doing way less power, to be able to restart climbing standing. That's something I might actually employ even during normal races. I know it's your favorite discipline, Katie. I don't think it's going to be ever my favorite discipline. Well, I don't know how much have I ridden, but I think that's going to be almost enough for the cooldown. I'd be actually quite afraid to do team time trials because, you know, I wouldn't want to disappoint my team, but then again, you know. Oh yeah, time trialing skills definitely pay on the Everesting attempt. At least if you want to do some reasonable time. When I was Everesting, I was doing 150 watts, basically. No, it wasn't 150 watts. I was actually keeping below 150 heart rate, but it was about 150 watts as well, so that was easy, obviously, but it also took 14 hours, and that was horrible. Okay, I think that's it for today. Tomorrow it's basically the only flat-ish stage, RoadtoA all-nighter. It's not flat, but it's flat-ish. It's flat compared to other routes in this tour. Then we have a rest day on Wednesday. I'm going to go watch some basketball live. And on Thursday we are going to go to Scotland to do laps on the SGUR summit. Oh, there we go. Oh, so I can do 200 meters more to get the XP. And I will, after I leave, I will show you my chart, my power chart. I assume it will. Hey Steven, well done. Nice ride. All right, so let me show you the chart. Pretty steady. You can see the decline on the second approach to the climb, but then the execution was pretty good, and you can see the alternation between the climb, between the standing and seating, which might be something I might employ. I sort of surprised myself, Steven. When I was approaching the second climb, I was like, I'm going to ride this at 290 and I'll be glad. But then I caught second wind somehow, I don't know how. Okay, and I'm missing 6 power units for my aero socks, which is basically 2 hours racing, so, or riding, 2 hours riding, so I should be having, I should have the aero socks for Thursday stage, I believe, because I will do some ride on Wednesday as well, even if just recovery one, so that might be nice. I didn't even notice you on the climb. They were telling me I passed you, and I literally had tunnel vision, and it was getting black. I nearly passed out on the second climb, so I didn't even notice I passed you. One power unit is riding 1 hour at 1 watt per kilo. So if you are riding at 3 watts per kilo for an hour, you got 3 power units. If you ride 2 watts per kilo for an hour, you've got 2 power units. And you need 850 for the aero socks, and I have 844. So I'm missing 6, which means about 2 hours at 3 watts per kilo, which is my pretty normal pace. Under the bridge, the final time. Okay, I will watch the replay definitely, because oh, actually I won't see the numbers, but it will be nice at least to mentally replay it. All right, that's it for today. Tomorrow, the same time, hopefully with stats again. RoadtoA all-nighter, fairly fast route. Maybe I'll be able to stay with the front tomorrow. We'll see. And thank you for staying here even though you didn't have the stats to watch. I appreciate it. Join the Discord. The link is somewhere in there. And see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.